In this video, we'll build a WeBWorK homework set from scratch. To start, let's visit the library browser. First thing that we need to do is give a name for this set. I'm going to demonstrate creating a set on the topic of perimeter, and I can name the set and click to create the new set. Right now, the problem set has 0 problems in it. So we'll begin searching the libraries for problems that we can add to this set. To start with, I'll use the Open Problem Library, which is searchable. Since I'm looking for problems on perimeter, I might go into the geometry menu and then search by quote chapter and look for problems that have to do with shapes, and then perimeter is a topic in the sections section. There are 9 matching WeBWorK problems among the 45,000 that the Open Problem Library holds. You can view all of them and scroll down and see them and read them. If I'd like to see how the problems randomize, I can click the Re-Randomize button to see alternate versions. This pie icon indicates that the problem uses something called math objects, which is a superior answer checking mechanism that will automatically provide certain intelligent feedback to your students. There are other icons here that I could use to edit the problem or to see the full problem, where I could enter answers and see how it behaves when I submit those answers. If I'd like to choose this problem, I can select to add it, and now I see that it appears in the target set. I might add 1 or 2 more, and now I have 3 problems in my problem set. To confirm, I'm going to visit the Homework Sets editor, where I see my perimeter set and its 3 problems. Back in the Open Problem Library, I could have conducted an advanced search. By clicking this button off to the right, I can look more precisely for problems that are associated to a certain textbook or problems that have certain keywords attached to them. For example, if you know that you are teaching out of Stewart's calculus book, there are a number of calculus textbooks, including those by Stewart and others, and WeBWorK problems have been coded specifically for those books. Problems have also been cataloged by difficulty level on a certain scale. You could search by problems according to that difficulty level. In addition to the Open Problem Library, we have several problem libraries available that are local to PCC, including this basic algebra problem library. These libraries are not sorted in the same way. You can't search them according to the taxonomy that we used in the Open Problem Library. What you can do is find a folder that is appropriate, select to view all problems from that folder, and view. This may be less efficient than viewing problems in the Open Problem Library, but you can still find relevant problems such as this one, asking for the perimeter of this house-shaped object. I'll add it. Oops, I need to pick a target set. At this point, I need to go back and choose that it is the problem set called perimeter that I'll be adding problems to. And now I'll try again. Okay, so at this point, I have a problem set, and if I'm keeping track, I have 4 questions in it. Let's see what it looks like. From the student's perspective, I see the problem set at the top of the list. Some information about when the problem set will open and when it will be due might appear off to the right. As the instructor, it's probably appropriate for me to examine the due dates for this new set, and I can do that using the Homework Sets editor, finding the set in question, and clicking on this number of problems to access that problem set's set details page. Here I can change when the set opens and when the set closes, and when the answers become available to the student, which I tend to make the same date as when the problem set closes. And we can see the 4 problems that we've added thus far. We can even choose to render them all, just to confirm that they're what I thought they would be. The last thing that you'll want to do is give your problem set a set description and adjust the set header information. The set description is a simple description that appears when the mouse hovers over the problem set. So I could just say this set is about perimeter, or something simple like that. And I'll click to save changes, my dates, and my set description will be saved. When I visit the Homework Sets page and hover my mouse over that problem set, I'll see that simple description that I gave. But when I visit that problem set, the set information panel off to the right currently only has some simple information. If I'd like to edit that to make it more relevant to the perimeter problems that are in my problem set, I can do so, but it might be intimidating at first because the text file that you'll be editing is not a simple text file. It has WeBWorK's PG code in it. Now that I've created this new homework set, I need to remember that it hasn't been assigned to any students yet. We can double check this by visiting the Homework Sets editor, and I see the perimeter set has only been assigned to 1 out of 21 users, and that 1 user that it has been assigned to is me. There are a number of ways to assign it to all students. One method is to click on this number 1 out of 21, and there's a button there where I could just assign the problem set to all users. An alternative is to visit the Instructor Tools menu, which offers a lot more options. I can select all the students in the class, I can select the problem set in question, and there's a button to assign selected users to selected sets. To confirm, I can visit the Homework Sets editor and see that the perimeter set now has 21 out of 21 users assigned. That concludes this video on making your own problem set from scratch. Certainly there's a lot more that you could do with creating your own problem set, but I hope this video has covered the basics.